welcome to a quick tutorial that will take you through how to submit your responses to the South Warwickshire Local Plan Preferred Options Consultation. So on the home page of the website is all the links contained here that you need. There are two useful links, one that will take you straight through to the consultation portal and one that will take you through to the interactive map. You can either go straight to the consultation portal, or if there's a particular subject that you wish to comment on rather than commenting on all of it, then you can find each chapter down here where there are links taking you to each particular section. So for example, if you just wished to comment on the supporting town centres aspect of the consultation, you would just click that link and it will take you straight through to that section of the consultation, which has all the details here. The draft policy direction in this colour, which will give an idea of the direction of that particular policy, or there may be draft policies which go into a bit more detail about what the actual policy is, and then it's here that you'll be able to comment on that particular aspect. You can also go straight through to the consultation portal. This will give you each of the chapters and expandable sections where you can look at each section within that particular chapter. So if this is your first time commenting on the South Warwickshire Local Plan, then you will need to register an account. So to do that, just click register up here in the top right. Enter your email address. Enter the verification code that you'll receive to that email address. Check your junk mail just to make sure that it's definitely there. Here you can select any topics that you're interested in and would like to receive more information about, or else you can just say, I do not wish to be contacted. So to have your say, you'll read through the particular aspects of the local plan that you wish to comment on. You can read the draft policy directions or the draft policies that are in relation to that particular subject. And then here in this purpley pink box is where you'll be able to add your comments. So if you click comment, if you're not already signed in, then it will ask you to sign in at this point within this box. It will then ask you the question. So do you agree with the approach? Yes, no, or other. It will then ask you to provide any comments that you wish to make on this particular question and this particular area of the local plan. If you don't wish to add anything, you can just add NA. It is a box that still requires something to be entered into it, but if there's nothing to say, you can just enter NA. At this point, if you wish to attach any files or any supporting documents or evidence that you have to support this particular representation on this particular question, you can add them here. So as you can see, you can upload up to 4 files and the maximum file size is 20 megabytes. So you would just drag them into that window or select choose files to navigate to your desktop. Then press next. And it will just ask you to review everything that you've entered and then press submit. It will automatically save drafts for you as you go through this. So if you don't press submit for whatever reason, if you don't press it by accident, or if you forget to press it, or you navigate away, or you lose your internet connection, then you can go to this section up here, My Account, go to Drafts, and you'll be able to see here what hasn't been submitted, and you'll be able to submit it from this window. So it's always best to check after you've entered your details and after you've entered your submissions to go back to this section just to check that everything has been submitted. So here we have drafts, and then any submitted would be showing here under submitted. So here we can see what a draft policy looks like in blue that goes into a bit more detail about what the actual policy may look like. So there's areas where you can comment on specific aspects of this particular chapter. And then if you scroll all the way down to the end of that chapter, you may not wish to comment on every aspect, but if you scroll down to the end of that chapter, it will then ask if you broadly support the proposals within that particular chapter. And it's here that you can then submit your answers, add any comments that you wish to make about the chapter overall, and if there's nothing to say, just add NA. Again, you can add any supporting documents to it if you wish, and then submit your final response. The interactive map is an incredibly useful tool to help understand the South Warwickshire Local Plan Preferred Options Consultation and what it's trying to achieve. It's best to open this map on a desktop computer or laptop or a tablet with a big screen, because it's a large map and it's quite interactive. So as soon as you go onto the map, it will give you a bit of detail about how to use it. And then by default, the map will show you the strategic growth locations and proposed new settlement locations that are currently part of the preferred options consultation. And again, it's important to stress at this point that not all of these sites will be chosen once the final local plan is produced. This is the preferred option stage. So though it may look a lot, it's just important to note that not all of these will be chosen by the end. So you can zoom in and out of the map. It's very interactive. You can do that by scrolling with your mouse or by clicking the plus here. And as you can see on the right hand side, there are a number of layers that you can add. And all of these different layers are interactive, so they can be turned on and off. If you don't need that particular layer at the point that you're interacting with the map, it's always best to just switch it off to ensure that it's performing as best as it can. So we can zoom in to the map. And here, for example, we have a strategic growth location. If you click on it, it will give you some more information about what it is. And then here, more importantly, is a more info link. This will take you straight through to the section that this particular strategic growth location relates to in the consultation document, and where you can have your comments. So if we click that link, it will take us straight through to this particular section, where you can then view the draft policies and draft policy directions and comment. So in this section in particular, for strategic growth locations and new settlement locations, it will ask you to comment on each individual strategic growth location or new settlement location, again with the same way of answering these questions and submitting. So on the map, you can zoom in or out if you know where you're going, or you can enter a particular address. So start typing the address, hit search, and it will take you to that particular area. And you can see what's in place around that particular area by turning any layers on or off. So in addition to this video, there is also a guidance document for using the interactive map. So when you're on the map, just up here, you'll see guidance for using the interactive map. That will take you through to a detailed document that will also talk you through how to use this map. All sites that have been assessed as part of the Housing and Economic Land Availability Assessments can be found in this section here by toggling these on. Those that are shown in grey, they have been sifted out, whereas those in blue have been further assessed as part of the next stage. And the Part B layer shows all of the sites currently under assessment.